Hi, how you doing? Hello, hello, everyone in the world, especially Vietnamese Americans who are living in the US, especially California, where is Truong Quoc Huy and n10Tv is living. And I know a lot of people know Truong Quoc Huy. He's a famous YouTuber talking about politics, especially in Vietnam. He is a political dissident. What you know now, we need to know why did he attack Nguyen Phuong Hang, a brave woman in Vietnam. Now she is living overseas, but a lot of fans love her so much. Only one reason, you know. Only one reason. She went to the US, and you know, YouTube will support her channel, YouTube channels, and get fans in the US. So they will watch her YouTube channel. You can see now Truong Quoc Huy, you know, although he still got a lot of views, but when he was live streaming, only below 10,000 users watching his video. It isn't normal. Many years ago, I can see he could get 50,000, even 100,000 users watching his live streaming video. But now you can see. So his YouTube channel is downgraded. Why? Downgraded. The economy in Vietnam is developing fast, occurring many dollar billionaires. So Vietnamese people are becoming rich. And the politics is being stable. A lot of Vietnamese citizens support the communism, the Vietnamese government. So you can see, why did you believe in a person who only studied until grade 7? Although maybe now his knowledge as a student, the second year student, but he still doesn't have enough knowledge to analyze politics. We need experts. We need a person who understands philosophy, society, culture, history. You can see now looks like he becomes an expert about history, economy. What he said must be right, must be true. You know, he has been living in the US for over 10 years. Now, can he speak English fluently? I can understand, because even a person has a bachelor's degree, at least 5 to 10 years living in the US, they will speak English a little bit, can communicate with Americans. But we need the right methods. And I'm the first person who invented some new methods to learn English, like Vietnamese, your mother tongue. So if you are living in the US and want to learn English fast, you should follow my new method, such as atomic international pronunciation and dual linking sounds. You need to know, even people in Vietnam need to follow my new methods to learn English. We don't need to go to school, universities to learn English, because according to me, they are teaching you wrong. So I think Truong Quoc Huy, I respect his knowledge, his intelligence, but his knowledge isn't good enough for anyone in Vietnam. Following him, believing in his knowledge of what he said. But I can see near 2 million users, Vietnamese people. I can see when I went to my neighborhood, I can see my neighbors were watching his videos. So if a person is using YouTube, at least they watched at least one time one video from n10TV. So it's dangerous for the young Vietnamese people. Maybe a few thousand watching his videos, that will be okay. But you can see all Vietnamese people are watching his video, although his YouTube channel is downgraded, obsolete. Now, he only read Vietnamese newspapers to talk about Vietnam. He isn't on the round to understand Vietnam after 10 years. How can he understand the Vietnamese politics after 10 years? He hasn't lived in Vietnam. He can't. Now, politics in Vietnam is better because the economy is better. And Vietnamese people are working for Americans because Vietnam has been never a competitor with America, the US, because Vietnam is a small country, But one problem, Vietnamese people need to speak English fluently to work for Americans. How? And I know the why I am being online to teach you English. Nobody can do that. like mine. And we are adults. We need knowledge, good knowledge, and we need to teach our children to think in the right ways. And now we are watching n10TV to talk about politics, relating economy, economics. Yeah, so wrong, so funny, so funny. The young Vietnamese people need to speak English fluently first. And then we use Google engine, search engine, and artificial intelligence, chat GPT, to get useful information. I'm living in Vietnam. If you want to know Vietnam, you should ask me better than asking Truong Quoc Huy. I'm here for you. I'm here for you. I was a founder over 10 years ago. I was a founder about software development. Now, software development is obsolete because about psychology. Startups are waiting for artificial intelligence. They don't want to invest their websites. Difficult for me to look for a job about software development. In Vietnam, I'm looking for a job from the US, from Americans, to work remotely. But now I have to work on AI. But it isn't stable, because my English is advanced, so I can use English for the job working on AI. So very important for Vietnamese people is English. English is a hard word to pronounce. It isn't easy. But the beginning learner has to pronounce the word English. English isn't easy. Now we talk about Nguyen Phuong Hang. Of course, I love the woman. because she can say what she wants. Anything. Even she was put in jail. Truong Quoc Huy was in prison for 3 years in Vietnam. And then moved to Thailand and went to the US by the US support. Because he's afraid of Nguyen Phuong Hang, she will get his funds in the US. You can see she went to the US. YouTube will support her, getting subscribers from the US, American subscribers. In the first, I believed in him a little bit, I thought he was saying something true. But now, he's making conspiracy theories about Nguyen Phuong Hang, a weak woman, a brave woman. So I don't believe in him now. My advice, yes, he has thoughts opposite to communism, but the Vietnamese government is doing well, running Vietnam with some right decisions, and yes, Truong Quoc Huy is leaving the US. He doesn't like communism, so he doesn't like American Democrats. They're Democrats too, because Democrats in the US have the same thoughts like communism. We aren't different, but we have the opposite dualism. I redefined dualism, so I understood philosophy a little bit, especially dualism, the perfect foundation for anything. If you are a philosopher, you need to know dualism, but I'm the first person redefining dualism. So I have enough knowledge to talk about politics in Vietnam and the world. The US, and Truong Quoc Huy, he can't. He studied until grade 7. He felt ashamed about his education. I know a lot of Vietnamese people have the same education like him. So, when we have the same knowledge, we will be easy to accept the other knowledge with the same education. A normal a normal, you can see, he was in prison for 2 years in Vietnam. And he know he will have problem with his business on YouTube. So he set up n10 shop, So he used his YouTube channel to advertise his business, to sell something, products. Do you believe in him? Of course, we need money, According to me, it's we have to do so. But now what is she buying? Selling functional medicine. Do you see white people using functional medicine? They don't. Why? We only need to eat good, healthy food and exercise. That's enough. If we have sick, we should go to the hospital, because if you use their products, you will feel good, but your body will adapt to the medicine. You have to buy again until you don't have money and you won't buy it, and you will have bad consequences. So, do you think we should follow him? With my knowledge, we shouldn't. But sometimes I need to check Vietnamese news, maybe from his YouTube channel. And my advice, sometimes he shows something the Vietnamese government did right. Sometimes, nobody does anything wrong. Vietnam is being better, and sometimes I need to buy something from the US, and maybe I will go buy some products from his shop, maybe, but he should try at least no bias, at least about Vietnamese politics. Yeah. He shouldn't attack Nguyen Phuong Hang. No reason, She was in prison for 3 years. A brave woman in Vietnam. A man is attacking a woman. Truong Quoc Huy, so bad. I don't like it. And another person, Phu Dong. Sometimes I'm watching his videos, but he's worse than Truong Quoc Huy about ethics. Phu Dong, he doesn't want the Vietnamese economy better. He even wants the US shouldn't support Vietnam. And Vietnamese people, Vietnamese people are poor, don't have jobs from Americans. You know, he's a bad guy on the internet, on YouTube. I don't like him. Even his English IELTS test, I think his English certificate is fake. I heard he's still a Vietnamese citizen, not Canadian. He's lying so much. Even you leo, now, he got a Gold Creator Award on YouTube by talking about some things opposite to the Vietnamese government. Yeah, so many YouTubers will follow his business, affecting badly to the Vietnamese youth. You should understand why I support the Vietnamese government. Because the Vietnamese government has big data, a person, a company, an organization can't analyze a problem. Good enough. Because we don't have big data. We don't have. If we want to talk about news, we should be on the ground. When the event is happening. So what are YouTubers talking about social events? Only theories, because Vietnamese people still have low education. They should think what the other people say maybe right or wrong, and we need to double checking. Oh, thank you. Please subscribe to my channel. Please.